Hello and welcome to a new and exciting tutorial on multimedia journalism. In this episode, we're going to go over how to use the Adobe application InDesign. And I'm going to go through it with you as efficiently as possible. Now, why am I creating an assignment for you using Adobe InDesign instead of something that like Wix or WordPress? Well, that's because if we design for the web, programs like Wix and WordPress kind of limit your design choices. So Adobe InDesign is really designed more for creating hard copy products like an actual physical magazine. So, but it'll allow us to focus on real design concepts and skills. So the assignment I've given you that you'll be using InDesign for is to basically create a two-page magazine spread, as if you were creating the spread that you're going to then send out to the printer as part of a magazine that you're producing. And this would be one two-page spread for the magazine. So without further ado, let me explain to you what we'll be going through. So I've kind of split this up into basically 9 mini chapters. First, workflow. Okay, how do you set things up so that you have a system for doing a graphic design project, particularly one that involves InDesign. 2, a scamp. Now, what is a scamp? This is something I mentioned in my graphic design videos that I put up already of me in front of the whiteboard. And a scamp is basically just a scrap piece of paper, just a white piece of paper where you draw the design out first before you start messing with the software. Okay, once we've gone through that, I'm going to introduce you to the InDesign workspace. Okay, next, chapter 4, mini chapter 4, I'm going to show you guys how to switch to different views so that you can move around in that workspace. 5, the all-important topic of how to save your document. Obviously, this is crucial because if you don't save the document right, if you don't export your work right, then you're going to lose your work. So it's crucial that we go over that. Next, we talk about how to deal with frames, which are the basic building blocks that you'll use to create a layout in InDesign, and how to deal with text, which you want to be really careful about and get good at. 7, little mini chapter 7 is going to be about setting up font and paragraph styles. Chapter 8, working with images. Chapter 9, just because it's so important, I'm going to quickly review how to save your document again. So maybe don't think about these as chapters. They're each going to be just maybe a couple minutes each, give or take. But here we go. Hold on to your hats. So first of all, your graphic design assignment is in La Lima right here. So let's open it up and take a look. And what you'll see is that I've asked you to create a two-page layout in InDesign using all of the elements that I'm providing you here in La Lima. Okay, so you're going to want to select 2 different fonts that you'll use for your headlines. So you're going to have images and you're going to have text. Okay, and that text is going to include both headlines and body copy. Okay. And by body copy, I mean the actual text that you're going to use for the articles. Okay, so you're going to want 2 different typefaces or fonts for your headlines. Okay, and then one that kind of matches that for your body copy, meaning the text in your articles. Okay, so you want them to be compatible, but not the exact same font. So it's just like matching clothes. Okay, and you may want to Google. I'm not going to create a whole thing on fonts and typefaces, but you may want to Google that to make sure that you're getting fonts and typefaces that match with each other. Okay, and then for the photographs, I've given you photos that match with the articles. Okay, let's see. Then as I talk about, you're going to want to create a scamp. Okay, so we'll get back to that in a minute. So let's talk about how you create a workflow for all of these elements. Okay, what you're going to want to do is first download them and then set up a project folder that enables you to keep everything organized and work efficiently. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead right now and start downloading these. And I'm going to pause it while I do that.